Think about the last time you stayed up way too late, maybe scrolling on your phone, watching a movie, or finishing an assignment. You probably told yourself, I'll be fine tomorrow. But the next day, you felt exhausted, unfocused, and maybe even a little irritated. Most of us treat sleep like it's optional, especially in college, but in reality, it's one of the most important things that your body needs to function. I actually recently had a moment where this really hit me recently. Last semester, I had an early test, and the night before I stayed up around till 2:30 a.m. studying. I thought I was being productive, but when I woke up the next morning, I felt terrible. During the test, I was rereading questions multiple times, second guessing myself, and honestly just felt really slow. Afterward, I realized I knew the material, I just couldn't think clearly. That's when it kind of clicked for me that sleep isn't just about being tired, it actually affects how we perform. Today, I'm going to explain why sleep matters, what actually happens when you sleep, and how not getting enough sleep can affect you more than you really think. First, sleep is not just rest. Your body is actually doing important work while you're asleep. According to the National Sleep Foundation, your brain goes through different stages of sleep, including deep sleep and REM sleep. During deep sleep, your body repairs muscles and tissues. This is especially important if you go to the gym, play sports, or are just active throughout the day. That's why when you don't sleep enough, your body feels more sore and takes longer to recover. During REM sleep, your brain is organizing and storing information. This is when learning really happens. So if you stay up all night studying for a test, you might actually be hurting your ability to remember what you studied. Sleep helps lock in that information. Without it, your brain can't really process it. Second, sleep directly affects how you perform every day. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends that adults get at least 7 hours of sleep each night, but most college students don't come close to that. When you're sleep deprived, your reaction time slows down, your focus drops, and your decision making gets worse. You can see this in everyday situations. For example, driving while tired is really dangerous. You might miss a turn, react slow to traffic, or feel like you're zoning out. It's not just in your head either. Being extremely tired can affect you in a way that's similar to being under the influence. The same thing applies to school. When you're tired, it's harder to pay attention in class, harder to understand material, and easier to make mistakes on tests. Another example is just your mood. Think about how you feel after a bad night of sleep. Usually you're more irritable, less patient, and small things seem to bother you more than they really should. That's because your brain isn't regulating emotions as well as when it's tired. Finally, not getting enough sleep consistently can have long-term effects on your health. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that chronic sleep deprivation is linked to weight gain, increased stress, and a weak immune system. That means you're more likely to get sick and feel burned out if you don't get enough sleep. It also affects your energy levels over a long period of time. When you're constantly tired, you rely more on things like caffeine just to get through a regular day. But that doesn't really fix the problem, it just covers up temporarily. Over time, that cycle can make things much more worse. So what can you take away from all this? Sleep isn't just wasted time. It's one of the best things that you can do for your body and for your brain. It helps you recover physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually if you get it good enough. Next time you're thinking about getting up and staying up late to study for an exam or just scrolling on your phone, you're not gaining extra time, you're trading away your performance for the next day. Value your sleep more than you think you should.